Welcome to E Visits Parks. I am your guide. My friends call me E. One of my favorite rides is the Jungle Cruise, an opening day attraction. And what makes the Jungle Cruise so awesome? The skippers, of course. And if you don't believe me, you're in denial. Let's go on the funnest ride in the park.
And before we get started, any mics on board? Any mics? Last call. Hey, we passed our mic check. Yeah, later we'll do a little call. Anyone's first time on the Jungle Cruise? Anyone's first time? Nice. Hey, nice. Welcome. Anyone's last time on the Jungle Cruise? Anyone's last time? Hey, me too. Yeah, looks like we're in the same boat. Yeah, if you look down, you see the bottom. If you look up, you'll see the top of the boat. Should those ever change, I'll be not a swim. Go, guys, go. Guys, make sure you sit it all the way down. Go guys, feel free to wave goodbye to the dock. Now you might want to wave goodbye to the skippers on the dock. Yeah, they're what you call freeloaders. That's right, they work for free. Welcome aboard the world famous Jungle Cruise. I'm Nate, I'll be your skipper this fine morning. As a reminder for your safety, please remain seated, keeping all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat. And please do keep an eye on those little ones. There's signs of danger everywhere. There's also signs of beans. Now we're entering the rainforest here where it rains 365 days a year. That's almost every day. Now if you look to your right, you'll see some bamboo. You know bamboo can grow to be 6 stories tall. Some people say 7 stories tall, but that's a whole other story. And now just up ahead here we got the Temple of Forbidden Hour. Deep inside, archaeologist Dr. Indiana Jones is searching for lost treasures. You know, we invited Indiana Jones to our New Year's Eve party last year. He didn't like it when the bottle dropped. And if you look over here to your left, you'll see our Indo-Chinese tiger. Do you know which side of a tiger has the most stripes? It's the outside. Yeah, those tigers, they can grow to be over 6 feet tall and weigh over 500 pounds. They can also jump over 20 feet. Well, if they're only 15 feet away, so they'll go right over your head. Just like most of my jokes. And if you look over here to your left, you'll see some concrete evidence of what lies ahead. It's pretty rock solid. We're now coming up on our Asian elephants here. Do you know how you can tell these are all Asian elephants? Because we're in Asia. Yeah, feel free to take as many pictures as you like. They don't have their trunks on. Now, speaking of elephants here, you know elephants can grow to be over 6 feet tall and weigh over 500 pounds. Well, folks, now coming up on Squirt. Don't worry about getting wet. Your clothes will soak up all the water. Hey, you guys want to duck? Goose. Just kidding. No ducks. Just chickens. Well, folks, we're now entering banana country, so keep your eyes peeled. We might have to split. Yeah, it looks like they're the ones calling all the shots now. I asked them to work on my car. They couldn't get it to turn over. Those gorillas, they're intense. And on just up ahead, you can see the famous Schweitzer Falls. Don't worry about it now, I'll be going over that later. And if you look to your right, you'll see the monkey. He's my uncle. Well, folks, now leaving the Congo River behind and entering another famous African river. The Nile River spans over 4,000 miles long. And if you don't believe me, you're probably in denial. Yeah, then again, we all are. Now, just up ahead are 2 African elephants. Do you know how you can tell those are African elephants? Oh, it's because of their ears. Now, just up ahead is one of our boulder attractions. It's sandstone, whenever it takes it for granted. And if you look to your right, you'll see some zebras. You know zebras are so old, they're still in black and white. Yeah, now those tall ones in the back, yeah, those really tall ones, yeah, those are trees. And if you look over here, you'll see the lines and joint, and I like to call some zebra on the rocks. Hey, check it out. Looks like Skipper Felix here got into some trouble. Seems as though he got the point in the end. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, now do you folks know what the difference is between a hippo and a zippo? A hippo's a really heavy animal. A zippo's a little lighter. Yeah, speaking of which, you know hippos can grow to be over 6 feet tall and weigh over 500 pounds. And don't worry about the hippos here, folks. I'll take care of them. You might want to cover your ears. Yeah, don't worry. I got the ones in the trees. And if you look to your right, you'll see my last cruise. Say it went rather swimmingly. And just up ahead, you can see some bamboo. You know, bamboo can grow to be 6 stories tall. Some people say 7 stories tall, but that's a whole other story. Yeah, they say my job is so easy a monkey can do it. Those are actually apes. I'll tell you the difference, but it's a really long tail. Speaking of which, you know, apes here can grow to be over 6 feet tall and weigh over 500 pounds.
Is so fun?
Oh, we're coming up here on your left, you'll see one of my favorite chimps out here in the jungle. Her name's Annette. Nothing really bugs her. She gives me butterflies. You know, speaking of butterflies, they aren't what they used to be. Caterpillars. Well, folks, it's now the moment you've been waiting for. It's time for the amazing, the stupendous, the colossal, the 8th wonder of the world, the backside of water. Woo! Yeah, from a chemistry enthusiast on board, that's an explosive joke I like to make it periodically. And if you look to your right, you'll see the 9th wonder of the world. It's the front side of rock. I'd say it's quite marvelous. My sediments exactly. We're now coming up on some piranha-infested water here, so I have to be a little more careful. You know, piranhas there. Look at that. There's some bamboo. You know, bamboo can grow to be 6 stories tall. Some people say 7 stories tall, but that's a whole other story. And on just up ahead, you can see a python. It's approximately 3.14159 meters long. Just kidding. You know, pythons can grow to be over 6 feet tall and weigh over 500 pounds. Now, folks, coming up here on your left, you'll see one of my favorite monkeys out here in the jungle. His name, he's a professional photographer. He don't film or anything, he just does it for the exposure. And over here, I'd like to point out some of the more exotic plants here in the jungle. That's all I can remember off the top of my head. Sorry, my bad, you wanted me to name them. Back there, we got some Jimmies. Over there, some Carls. Back there, some Steves, and this one right here is named Bob. And if you look over here, Jerry, you see those 2 monkeys up there? Yeah, they're breaking a world record. Now, folks, as a reminder, please remain seated, keeping all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat. I don't want to scratch the dog. And as our cruise comes to an end, I hope you had a great time. I certainly did. If you did, my name is Skipper Nate. If you didn't, my name's not important. Now, did you folks hear about the rooftop dining coming here to Tropical Hideaway? I'll tell you more about it, but that's a whole other story. Now, folks, if you thought my cruise was weird, you should look across the street. That's a little bizarre. Well, crew, I must say you've all been outstanding this fine evening, and now I need you outstanding on that dock. If you don't watch your head, watch your step, please use those handrails. Watch your head, watch your step, please use those handrails. If you're not going to watch your head, watch your language. There are children present.
Thanks for riding with me today. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Follow on Instagram at evisitsparks. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and click the notifications bell. Like this video, share with your family and friends on social media, and we'll see you on the next tour.